Counselling can save your life, but it won't build your life. Most people don't realise there's a difference. This video isn't about dismissing counselling. That would be irresponsible. This is about recognising what it's for and what it's not for. Counselling kept me alive when I was hanging on by a thread, but it never moved me forward. And if you've been through it, you might understand exactly what I mean. I've been through several rounds of counselling in my life. Different counsellors, different problems, different versions of me sitting in that chair. And every single time, it ended the same way. Not with a breakthrough, not with an aha moment. Just fizzled out. After the initial crisis phase faded, every session felt like I show up, I talk about what's wrong, they nod, they rephrase what I said, and we repeat. It didn't feel like progress. It felt like bitching with structure. And look, at the very beginning, that structure might have been the only thing keeping me above water. Those early sessions when I couldn't even say, my fiancé left me, without breaking into tears. Yeah, counselling helped. It kept me steady long enough to call the Samaritans, long enough for the antidepressants to kick in, long enough to not end my life. Counselling is a safety net, but it's not a ladder. I actually have a level 2 certification in counselling. I studied the method, and this is the part that made everything click. Counsellors are trained not to tell you what to do. They don't advise, they don't give options. They don't say, here's how I got through this, here's what worked for me. Their job, literally their job, is to reflect, rephrase, mirror, hold space, and let you come to conclusions. For a lot of people, that's great. For men in a crisis, for men trying to rebuild, for men who need direction, fire, accountability, and strategy, it can feel like you're talking to a blank wall. When I was dying inside, I didn't want a mirror. I wanted a map. I wanted someone who had been to the bottom, swallowed that salt water, touched the darkness, and climbed back up. That doesn't make counselling useless. It just means it has its limits. If you're breaking down, suicidal, drowning in emotion, counselling is absolutely a lifeline. It's someone steady, calm, and trained to keep you from collapsing. But once you stabilize, once you stop drowning, you don't sit in a room and trauma dump. You pick up your shit, throw it in the furnace, and let it fuel the fire that gets you moving again. You take ownership. You take action. You stop narrating the pain and start weaponizing it. As you grow, you start filtering your problems. Is it worth my time? Is it worth my energy? Does this move me toward the man I want to become? Or can I discard it entirely? Kings don't rehash, they refine. Counselling can support the survivor, but it can't create the fighter, and it definitely can't build the king. Counselling helped keep me alive, and for that I'm grateful. But it never taught me how to rebuild. That's why I do what I do now. I don't sit there and nod and mirror and softly reword your pain. I tell you the truth. I've been to the bottom, and here is exactly how I climbed back up. And you can too. This series isn't about glorifying suffering. It's about showing you how to survive it long enough to become someone stronger. Get better isn't therapy. It's transformation.